Am I the asshole pretending another girl was my girlfriend? I, 25 me, was out with my girlfriend, 25F, and some other friends. We were drinking and having a good time. I smoked, trying to quit, and went outside alone for a smoke. I was standing in front of the bar, kind of a short walk away. I don't like standing right in front of the door because the smoke gets into the bar or establishment. This frantic-looking woman is walking at normal pace, and there is a guy a couple of feet behind her. She walks to me and says, "Hey, baby, I'm glad you're waiting where you said you would." I was confused at first, but I quickly understood the situation. This guy was weird, and on the way up, he was muttering weird things like, "Just give me your number. You're so pretty. I just want to talk to you," etc. When I told someone else this story, I was asked why I didn't react when I saw her walking and heard that. And the answer is, it all happened very fast. And I had been drinking. Once I put it together, I said, "Hey, honey, been waiting for you." And she put her arm around me. And it took longer than I would have liked for the guy to leave. I was being gentle, saying, "All right, goodbye, buddy. And we've got to get back home." Eventually, the guy left, but not because she wanted him to leave, because I kept insisting. Nothing bad happened at all. My girlfriend had been watching from the window and must have only caught the end part of it and saw the other girl with her arm around me. My girlfriend is not the type to cause a public scene. She'll wait until a private time to air her grievances. The girl had no money for an Uber and was planning on walking home but felt too nervous. So I arranged for an Uber to pick her up and waited outside with her until the car came. Jumping ahead to when I was home with my girlfriend, she asked me, "What was that all about?" and wanted to know why her arm was around me and why I stayed after the creep left. She put together that the guy was being weird, but she said I shouldn't have let her put her arm around me, even though after the guy left, she removed it. None of my explanations were working, so I just turned it to her and said, "What would you have wanted me to do? And if you were here, what would you have wanted the guy to do?" She just couldn't answer and said to stop flipping it.
Ex wouldn't pay me back, so I made her pay via the bell bill. Started dating at 15, moved in together at 18, and within 6 months of living together, she cheated on me. She owed me something like $800 for 1 month's rent and for a vet bill I paid for. We still lived together for 6 months after we broke up, because despite me being able to move back home, she expected me to move out and also continue paying my portion of rent. It sucked, but it sucked less than paying for her to have her own place. The TV internet bill was in her name. We had cable. The fact that she owed me money was documented via email. I very strategically sent many emails asking her to confirm that she was aware she owed me money and how much. I also asked if we could just deduct my portion of the cable bill from the debt she owed me. On the second last month of our lease, she was hounding me for my portion of the internet cable bill, about $30. Wouldn't take no for an answer and threatened to not pay and have it turned off. Had another roommate in school who needed it, so I paid my part. By this time, she was staying with the man she cheated on me with, so she wasn't really around ever. For some reason, when she moved all her stuff out, she left the cable box and Wi-Fi router. I guess assuming because I was still paying for using it. I brought my own TV to use after her and her new boyfriend came in one day and took hers without saying anything, while I was actively watching it with a Tinder hookup. That was an awkward night. Edit. To be more clear, I mean it was her TV they came in and took. Like I brought in my own TV after they came to collect her TV. It was just awkward that I was actively watching her TV when they came to get it. I knew I was never getting my money back, So I had an idea. Buy every channel that exists, all extras I could buy, just with the 4-digit PIN. Before this, I emailed her one last time, saying something like, "Just to confirm, my portion of this month's bill will be subtracted from X amount you owe to me, correct?" And she agreed. These purchases began a week or two before I moved back in with my parents. I bought every channel individually, bought and rented movies, even started paying for pay-per-view porn because I thought it was hilarious. Kept track of everything I purchased and racked the bill up to almost exactly how much money she owed me, leaving a bit of space in case I miscalculated. About $750. When she got the bill, I was back with my parents. She came to my parents' house bill in hand. My father answered the door. Meekly stated something like, "BBQ Wingmaster spent so much on this bill, I can't afford it." To which my father responded, "Use the money you owe to pay for it," and closed the door on her. I was listening and out of sight. Whether or not she ended up having to pay, I'll never know. But it felt good to do at the time.
Am I the asshole for being upset at my husband's comments about our bedroom activities? Little about us. We have been married for around 9 months, previously dated around 1 year before marriage. My husband and I have a loving relationship. We are very similar and are each other's best friends. Here's the situation. My husband, 33M, and I, 29F, were coming back from an outing with family when I began telling him how attractive I find him. I began telling him how good his lovemaking skills are and how he fucks me good every time. He enjoyed the compliment, and then I asked him, "Do you feel like I fuck you good?" He tells me he fucks me, not the other way around. I was confused. He further explained that since he is a man, he does the action of fucking. I told him I found that logic gross, and I began getting upset. He explained that if I were a man fucking him or if I was pegging him, then sure, he could say I was fucking him. Since I am not, he says that I am taking it, not giving it. I told him what about being on top, or in general being an active participant in bed. I explained his logic was downplaying the role I also played in the bedroom and how diminishing it is. I told him it's very weird male logic. He started getting upset, telling me I am twisting his words and cornering him into a weird thought process. He then tells me, yes, I am great in the bedroom and can preform well, but ultimately that I am not fucking him. After a while of this circular argument, he started mocking me for what I was pointing out and said I can think whatever I want. I ended up walking away from the conversation. All of it felt gross and demeaning for me. I find sex to be something we share, not something someone takes or one party gives. His POV and comments actually made me sad. We kinda became silent, and he fell asleep. I couldn't sleep, so I went to the couch and slept. In the morning, he asks if I'm feeling better, from a shoulder injury I'd been having for days, and if I down to have sex. I wasn't feeling better, but I was also still upset. I told him, no, we are celibate. He got frustrated that I'm still upset with last night's convo and said, watch what you say. Your words can have impact. I laughed in irony. He got annoyed and went to go play on his PC. For context, I am pretty sensitive about sex, and conversations like this is a sore spot for me. In my previous relationship, my ex-partner would not let me explore certain positions because of reasons like my thighs being big or my butt being big, and would often prefer me to stay in one position and not move. He would complain I am turning him off if I got on top or wanted to be move active or dominant. So Reddit, am I the asshole for being upset at his comments about our bedroom activities? Am I blowing it out of proportion?
Comment below your interesting stories. We'd love to read all of them. We value you and welcome you to our family. Please like and subscribe because my partner is going to quit. Turn on notifications for more stories like these ones.